Hi guys, it's Sue and welcome back to another video and to another book talk. Today, let's talk about Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This was my first adult romance on the male genre and I loved it. But before I talk about it, don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe if you like my content, and it will really help to grow this channel. So, Red, White and Royal Blue, it's about the son of the female president of the United States and the Prince of England, Henry. This is a different timeline, so things are a bit different. There is no Trump, there is no Queen Elizabeth, there's a different president with a woman and it's Latin, and the English family is different. And this book starts when Alex and Henry, in Henry's older brother wedding, start to fight, and it's on the paparazzi and on the news, so they have to fake a friendship relationship so he can seize international relationships. And they start to become friends, and then friends comes to lovers. This book is characterized as a hate to enemies to lover. I don't like that type of definition because the enemies to lovers, the part of enemies is very only in the beginning, because then they become friends, and they become friends for a long time. So I think the enemies is the catalyst for the story starts, and then it comes more friends to lovers than enemies to lovers. What I like about this book was, and what I was afraid picking up as a male romance, was how it's going to be depicted, being a gay man, how I would feel about this book. And I feel great. I love this book. I love the characters, the side characters are sassy and are fun. Our main protagonists are heartwarming. Harry is a cinnamon roll and he needs a big hug so he can feel better. Alex is what I call a trash mouth. He says the first thing that comes to mind, and most of the times is trash and will end up in problems, but we like him like that. I think the characters are so well done. All the story and all the elements, how they deal with the politic aspect of it, because it's 2019, 2020, so we have the re-election of Alex's mother, we have how the royal family will be, how they have to seize their love interest, how Alex discovers himself, how Henry comes to seize with his own personal feelings, and I don't know, I just love this book. It's not one of the most impacting characters is Alex. One of the most impacting lines for me is Alex' ex-girlfriend. They are now friends, and when he comes out to her, she's like, yeah, what is new? I already knew it. And that thing about and even his sister knowing but not telling, because it's part of, you have to be out, you have to be the one to coming out and not forcing by others. Found that was really good. There's some nitpicks of people complaining about Henry here is not the oldest and he's Prince of Wales, and we know by tradition the Prince of Wales is usually the older son of the next in line of the king, like Prince Charles is. So all of this. There's a little bit of stress about it, but I think since it's a different timeline and it's a parallel universe, it could be allowed, in that time, in that world, it's possible, not everything is faithful, so definitely it's not something that is outrageous for me. There's also a thing about a bilingual character that people say, oh, people don't start talk about that. I don't know, I am not a bilingual person. I talk two languages, but I was not raised learning two in home, so I not can assess with that. But tell me in the comments what you think. But I really like the romance because I think it's real. It clearly states a young gay relationship, with being very sexual, very active, starting a little bit more as the sex and besides love. Some relationships are like that, so it's not for us to judge how they start a relationship. There's a lot of different relationships. There are relationships that comes from friends to a love and then only the sex. There are relationships that come from friends who are sexually attracted to each other and then blooms for there, and they understood that really care about another level and they want to be with that person only. So I think that was really cool, seeing the different aspects of a male-male relationship, how they feel with each other, how they play with it. One of the cutest things is the emails they exchange with each other. It's the most cutest thing. You see a lot of here also the control of the crown, a little bit of how Henry couldn't choose his favorite author, a little bit of the list that he makes to Alex is a little bit fake because it has to be in terms with the crown. It has not to be a communist, it cannot be this, it cannot be that, all that protocol to become the perfect person. And I think it shows by now, as you see with all the things that happen, how that can be real, and how it's important to be a more open family and a more open relationships like this. I really I listen in the audiobook, and the audiobook does a really good job. I think has a lot of comedical tones. There is one person on Alex's mother's campaign, I don't know her name, Zaria, something like that, I don't recall, but she's very cocky. When she finds out about them, she's like, if this blows up, I will kill you both. And even Alex's mother is very sarcastic. I loved it, and that's what I like, because he has a lot of sarcasm in these characters. They are very sassy, they are play with each other, and I really like that. And that's how I really like my characters, and how I really like this book. Yeah, I would totally recommend Red, White, and Royal Blue if you like this type of books. If you're into a cute romance story with some heartbrokens in the middle, definitely it's a great book. It's a bit expensive even now after it comes out. I got my in secondhand, but it's like new. But yeah, tell me in the comments if you read it, what you thought, if you want to read it. I would love to discuss with you with this. Don't forget, if you reach this far, to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. All those things that will help me. And yeah, I post videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye.